The Tinley Park Food Pantry is located in the basement of the Tinley Park United Methodist Church at 6875 173rd Place. We are pleased to welcome Deacon Ed Pluchar of the Tinley Park Food Pantry.
Good evening, and thank you, Mayor Glotz and the Village Board for inviting me here today to share a little bit about the Tinley Park Food Pantry. As noted, I'm Deacon Ed from St. Julie Billiards right here in Tinley Park. I've been a resident of Tinley with my wife for about 40 years now, and just recently, last year, took over the running of the Tinley Park Food Pantry. And for those that aren't familiar, I just wanted to share a real brief history of the pantry. The pantry was actually established back in 1982 by Stan Slack at the United Methodist Church to assist families with facing food insecurities here in Tinley Park and Orland Hills. And they've been distributing food and toiletries weekly on Wednesdays, and this has occurred every Wednesday since the pantry opened back in 1982. So for over 40 years, we've been supporting the village of Tinley Park. Shortly after its inception, we joined as a member of the Greater Chicago Food Depository, which provides additional basic necessities and helps supplement the donations that we do receive. Stan retired from the pantry in November of 2000 after 18 years, and Reverend Jim Young took over for a few years. In 2004, Chuck O'Kresick, a longtime volunteer at the pantry, took over from Reverend Jim, and in September of 2022, just this past year, Chuck retired after 30 years of service, 18 of which were as his president. At that point in time, I took over for Chuck as the president of the pantry. When I took over for Chuck, the pantry was serving, on average, 20 to 25 families a week here in Tinley and Orland Hills, as mentioned, as well as the Brementown Senior Housing Complex once a month. And then, as you know, unfortunately, back in November of last year, Together We Cope sustained damage to the pantry and thrift shop due to a fire, and they were forced to close. We were asked at that point in time if we could help pick up some of the slack, pick up some of the clients until they could reopen. And we agreed to do so, and we're still supporting them up until today. And currently, we're serving on average between 85 and 90 families a week, over 300 individuals. We've only been able to do this thanks to the generous food donations from the Tinley Park community, as well as neighboring communities and other organizations. And a few that I'd just like to highlight for their ongoing continued support are Creative Cakes and Bellman Melcor right here in Tinley, Fleckenstein's Bakery, and Together We Cope. As well as a number of the churches in the area, including St. George, St. Julie, St. Stephen's, Zion Lutheran, and Faith Presbyterian. And also many of the local schools and businesses have run drives for us over the past years. We operate with an all-volunteer staff of about 10 to 12 people on any given week. And as mentioned, we're located at the Tinley Park Methodist Church. We distribute on Wednesdays from 8 to 1:30 with a short break for lunch at noon. But we also have a 24/7 drop box on the west side of the church that's clearly labeled and monitored daily. Any and all non-perishable donations are greatly appreciated in that drop box. And if you or someone else knows or would be interested in hosting a food collection drive or would like to help support the pantry, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll gladly accept that help. If you'd like to learn more about the pantry, please visit our website at tinleyparkfoodpantry.com, all one word. And I'd be happy to take any questions if you have any at this point.
I'd just like to say thank you. I don't know if Kathy Stronero told you, I'm on the executive board of Together We Cope. It was devastating that morning with the fire. I appreciate you picking up all the slack. Hopefully we'll be opening soon.
Yes.
They're finishing construction now. And if you could, we'd love to, if you could stay in touch with Kristen, my assistant. We're going to be doing an event in November. We'd like to add you to part of our event to collect non-perishable goods from all the people that come.
That'd be
if
wonderful.
If you'd like to partner with us, that'd be wonderful. Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
Thank
Appreciate it.
Ed, you may not recognize me, but I've helped load your vehicle from the Orland Township Food
Yes,
Pantry.
yes, you have. Thank you again for all that, too.
No problem.
They've helped
Glad
us
I could
out as
help.
well on occasion when they're able, right?
Everyone knows his name.
I'd just like to chime in here. I didn't know that Deacon Ed and Sheila were coming tonight, so I was really happy to see you. Honestly, I don't know how you guys find the time to do everything that you do for the community. I think it's just wonderful, everything that you do.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.